Parents, what is your dark secret that you will never tell your children? My son has no idea I was the reason his girlfriend broke up with him. My son, who was 19, moved out soon after his biological father's passing. It was a very difficult time for both of us, and it ruined the momentum that my son had in his life. But after a period of living alone, he moved back. It was during this time that he introduced me to Kaylee. She and I had clicked right away. She lacked a mother figure in her life, and I think she was eager to form that relationship with me from the start. I noticed that she was extremely paranoid and had severe trust issues. However, she wasn't toxic or manipulative, just constantly worried about where my son would go after work. When she would ask me, I would answer honestly. He was usually at his friend Mike's house, playing PlayStation together. We both sincerely believed my son was at Mike's place. We had no reason to think he wasn't. One night, after my son came home to pick up his PlayStation to hang out with Mike, Kaylee asked me to buy her some tampons and Tylenol. Kaylee lived nearby, and her periods were always intense. I had grown accustomed to making late-night errands for her. My son typically finished work at 4 o'clock and was usually home or at Kaylee's place by 5:36 at the latest. By 6 p.m., he was nowhere to be found. I decided to text him before I left the house to inform him of my errand. The message was something like, "Kaylee is on her period, so I'm heading out to get supplies. Are you okay?" He responded while I was driving, and I checked the message when I got to the store. It read something like, "Yeah, I'm fine. Mike needed help building a shelf he bought, so I'm staying here." A little later, I sent a message back saying, "Okay, be safe," along with other motherly sentiments. I was taken aback when I saw Mike at the cash register, smiling at me as I walked in. I hadn't forgotten that he worked there, but I had assumed it was his day off. Despite my initial shock, I forced a smile in return, but a wave of nausea overcame me. I attempted to rationalize the situation. Perhaps my son was building the shelf for Mike while Mike was at work. My thoughts were in disarray.